Hello there. I just have a question for you tonight. Are you a victor or are you a victim? How are you going through your life today? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking like a victim or are you thinking like a victor? The Lord gave me this scripture recently, Judges chapter 6. It says in verse 11, "And there came an angel of the Lord and sat under an oak, which was in Ophrah, that pertained unto Joash the Abiezrite, and his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told of us, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us, and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And the Lord looked upon him, and said, Go in this thy might, thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent you? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And the Lord said unto him, Surely I will be with you, and you will smite the Midianites as one man. Here was Gideon hiding from the enemy. He's trying to hide threshing wheat so that he and his family can eat, and he's just cowered down. He's scared, and the angel of the Lord shows up and tells him, "Hey, you mighty man of valor." And Gideon's is kind of like, "What? Do you know who I am?" He said, first off, he said, if God is really there, then why is this happening to us? Why are you allowing this evil to happen to us? Why are you letting this storm come our way, or this destruction come our way? And he didn't know who he was. He didn't understand what potential he had inside of him. All he could see was the circumstance, and he complained about that circumstance. And then he said, and besides, who am I to even do anything? I'm the least in my father's house, and I come from a poor family. I come from a family that has nothing. I'm the least. So why would there's no way that I can be a mighty man of valor. There's no way I can be a hero, because I don't feel like a hero. But the Lord still spoke and said, I have something for you to do. And tonight I ask you, are you a victim or are you a victor? Are you looking at your circumstances? Are you looking at the size of the church? Or you're looking at where your location, and you're wondering, why am I stuck in my situation? Why isn't my church growing? Why isn't my ministry unfolding? Why am I stuck as a single mother, a single father? Why is it that I don't make a whole lot of money? Why is it that I came from a broken home? Why is it that my father wasn't around? My mother wasn't around? Why is it that they were alcoholics? Why is it that they were druggies? Why? And you get stuck in that circumstance, in that situation. You come up with excuse after excuse, instead of recognizing that you got what it takes. If you got God's Spirit inside of you, you have got what it takes to be an overcomer. You have what it takes to pursue. You have what it takes to be a victor. You don't have to be a victim. You don't have to continue to wallow in the circumstance that maybe you were given and you don't like. We all have stuff that happens to us. Some of us are not as blessed to be able to growing up with two parents in the house that love God and love the children and are working hard. That's a wonderful blessing, and we all need that. But some of us we didn't have that. But just because you didn't have that, just because you didn't go to the best schools, just because you don't have all the riches, or you're struggling from paycheck to paycheck, does not mean that you're not a victor. It doesn't mean that you don't have what it takes to be successful. You can be successful in your situation regardless of what you find yourself in. But it takes some faith. It takes some, you know what, Lord, you're calling me, and I don't understand how you could choose me. Who am I that you would even be mindful of me? Never mind, call me. I've talked about this before. I come from a broken home. I come from a single mom. I was the oldest of 5 kids. I had a job at the age of 14, and I haven't quit working since. I've always worked. I've always struggled. And then I got married. I thought I was doing awesome. And I thought my dreams were coming to pass, and then my life shattered. It broke right in front of my eyes, and I didn't know I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe it. I sort of lived in denial for a long time. But thank God the Lord brought me out of that. But I was there in that denial, and I didn't understand why, and I felt broken, and I felt like useless. I felt like there was nothing I would ever be able to succeed or accomplish. And I couldn't understand. As a young person, I felt God had a calling on my life, but yet I didn't see it coming to pass. I couldn't understand it. And I kind of was like Gideon, hiding, behind my circumstances, hiding in the shadows, trying to see, like, no, I don't want anybody to see my inconsistencies. I don't want anybody to see my brokenness. I don't want anybody to see what I don't have to offer. But the Lord said, hey, I still got something for you. You are a mighty man or woman of valor. You've got what it takes. Stop being a victim, because a victim mentality won't ever get anybody anywhere. I understand that you had a bad situation, and I'm sorry that happened, but if you stay there as a victim, you will never accomplish what your purpose is in life. You'll never get there. So we have to put that away. We got to say, okay, sure, it wasn't the best of situation, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to move from victim to victor, and I'm going to be successful in all that I can accomplish. And with the Lord by my side, I'm going to fulfill what he wants me to accomplish. And that is big stuff. God's got big things for our churches. God's got big things for our families. If we would step out in faith, we will conquer the enemy of our soul, the enemy that's trying to destroy me, destroy my family, destroy our churches. We got what it takes. We are victors, and we need to walk by faith and not by fear. Walking by faith. I hope that this was a blessing to you tonight. Be blessed. Take care. Have a good night.